Hi there, it's Crystal from Busy Creating. It's been a while again. Everyone does have a busy life. I hope you understand that I just don't have time to blog as much as I would like, although I do scrapbook quite a bit. I have a mini album here that I made. It's a wedding mini. A lady at work had asked me to make one. So I made this for her niece who had gotten married back in August, and it's really taken me quite a while to do it. Didn't think it would take that long, but it did. So I'm going to try to go through as detailed as I can. She's going to have her niece who's out of state watch the video so she knows where to put pictures and everything like that. So we're going to get started. If this gets too long, you can fast forward. This is the front. I wanted to keep the top plain just in case they have something that they want to attach there. And I just have some flowers here, a stick pin I made, pearls, feathers from the wedding, some bling, and the year. And then I made the spine. Let's see if I can turn it this way. Boy, that's going to be hard for you to see. Let me see if I can get it this way. There you go. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I have a cold and I have to get her this album, so I have to make this video. I really apologize for if I cough anymore. These were photos that she carried on her bouquet. They're family members that have passed on. I thought that was just a really neat idea, and I have seen it recently on Pinterest. So I connected each one. I made some bling chains, and each one I connected. It had just curling ribbon on it, so I just kind of wanted to put them on chains so that they can hang here on the spine with the feathers, and it has their names and dates on the back. So that's that, and then the back I just left totally plain. So as you can see, it's really wide. It's 4 inches. I wanted to have it really big so that she could have lots of room for pictures and it not alligator on me. So you can see how wide it is, but there's still plenty of room. And then the closure I did, again, I just made some bling with chains, some glass beads, and it's really, let's see if I can get it to hang. I keep forgetting I have my camera the right way. Yeah, it's really hard for you to see this angle, but I just attached, there we go, I attached some bead charms that I made. Woohoo, this is a little tough. It's so big. Okay, there we go. And I have an M for their last name. I'm getting caught on my light. I might have to edit this. There's an M for their last name. And then I put some ribbon on here, and then it just comes apart with the closure like that. Okay, and of course, much better once it's down flat. Okay, so let's get this started. This is the couple here, and I have their name here with blinged up, and I tried to make it as interactive as I could. This was my first time really using the magnets, and every time I tried to use the magnets, I ended up covering them with too much embellishment or paper, and then the magnets wouldn't work. But that's okay, because I made them work anyway. These were pins that I was given. They were part of the wedding, and then I just added beads to make them stick pins, and a little note card. This is one of the cards from the wedding. You can see it has a little pink border around it. Let's see, there we go. And that was just a card that was part of the wedding, and the feathers again also. So that goes behind there. And this lifts up. I have to keep sliding this back and forth because it goes up and down and side to side. And this is just a photo mat. Some photo mats are plain, some are a little fancier. And this is just a pocket. It says wedding. And I used the linen and lace from Die Cuts with a View, and then I kind of just added some things as I went along. And these are just 2 tags. And I kind of made these tags and photo mats big enough to be able to really put a big photo on. I really wanted that to be available for them. And each one has this 5x7 photo mat. I think it's 5x7. Let's see, I've covered up all my rulers. Let's see here. Oh, it's 7.5 by 7, so it's much bigger than I thought. 7.5 by 7. And I won't pull each one of those out for you because they're all just kind of plain photo mats, but they fit right in there. Okay? And then on to the next page. This is just a big belly band that I did. You know what? I don't know if I can. It feels like it's far away for me. That's a little better. Okay, I'll just have to watch to make sure I'm in screen. This is a never-ending card. Got it from the YouTube somewhere. Just here for a photo, the back for a photo, and then when you open it, this is the first one, and then you can open it this way too. And then it has the back, and here. And then these come out. You can pull these out, slide these out for photo mats, front and back, and that's really a glare. They're just little cards. And again, you can see, we're going to flip it this way, and it's back to the front again. Isn't that neat? Just put in magic card, and you'll come up with the directions on YouTube. So that just tucks in there. And then I did some fussy cutting here and some crystal accents, some stickles, and a couple little cards. And again, here's her accommodation card. And what I did was I used the back for a photo mat. That way she has some keepsakes, and also she can use them here in the photo album. And this was just a little card that was from the wedding somewhere, and I just grunged it up a little bit and stuck it in there. And then we have our next one. I made this love. I just cut the triangles, stamped them, the background, and then stamped love on it and tied it. And I really thought that turned out really cute for the banner. And this was ribbon from the wedding, and I tied it around here. Kind of looks like a sash. Room for a photo here, or any kind of memento that they might have. And it opens up, and right here and right here you could tuck a photo. And that's that glittery paper. I know you can see that. And then behind here, what I did was, this was the return envelope, and I put just the backing on it, and this was plain. So what I did was I took the lining of the invitation and I cut it to piece on here so that you could see that, just to make it a little fancier. And then again, just a photo mat. And these are all places to put photos, to journal, anything that the bride might want to do. And then again, here on the background, I did the just clear embossing powder. Stamped it in clear embossing powder, and that just added a little decoration to a plain piece of paper. I just love that, to be able to do that. And another large photo mat behind there. And then the next page we have, this is just a little clothespin in a little envelope. And it's again a tag from the wedding, and an area for a photo mat, and that tucks right in there and clips right up underneath here. This is a photo mat behind, a large photo mat, just plain, but be able to tuck your photos in under here or tape them on, whichever you want. And then this lifts up, this is one magnet that really did work, and it just magnetized. So if she wants to just set a photo here and have it magnetize onto there, she can. Because when you put this back in, she can either, and this is a big belly band again, and then I just put this big stopper down here that I did some fussy cutting with. She can either tuck this behind, leave it up, or do as I had it and down, and then the magnet kind of holds all of this in place. And then this is, this was silver, and I just put the alcohol ink to get it to be an antique-y look, and a little embellishment flower in there and ribbon. I'm going to tuck this back behind. And then in this fussy cutting down here, I added pearls and some jewels, some buttons, right on top of where they had theirs. Let's see if I can pull that in a little bit more for you. Yeah, there you can see that now, where I just added the buttons where they had the buttons, and a little flower jewel where they had a flower, just to dress it up a little bit. Get back out. Okay, and then this over here, this was, I'm not sure who this is, but this is a banner that I cut, you know, a little band, and this was actually a white piece of paper, and I sprayed it in perfect pearls and inked it and did all kind of stuff to it just to give it the color. And again, here is another stick pin I made, and over here too from what was in the wedding. And just a photo mat. Tuck that behind there, and there's room for her to put other pictures in here too. And then these are 3 photo mats, and I did take these from some other pieces of stock. I'm not sure who this one was from. It was some type of a French card stack of paper. So there's that. And then you open it up, and I just love this idea, and I am so sorry. I was going to get all these names to give credit. After I do the video and after it's posted, I will put links below to where I got these ideas. This was a French bulletin board idea that I saw someone do in a mini, and I just thought it was the neatest thing, and it just went great with this album for a wedding. And these are just, each one of these are little tags that I made, and they're going to go in any way that the bride wants to do them. And her name is Kristen. And I just made all these little tags, and then once I get them all out here, you'll be able to see how it looks here. There it goes. So all of those. And see how it looks like a French bulletin board? And then I just had button stickers that I put on each spot. So now the trick is to get them back in. But as I said, they do not have to go in the same way they came out. She'll be able to find the way that she wants to do it once she gets her photos on. So I'm just going to kind of tuck these in every which way. I think this one may have gone up here. And then she'll be able to play around and get them where she wants them to be. And it's just fun. Oh, here I think we had a little one up there. This one went down here. I've had this in and out so much I can almost know which direction they go. That one goes here, I think, if I can get it in there. No? Yep, there it goes. And that one right on top. So it's just fun. And then slide this over, I'll show you here. These were the table tags. I used a lot of these for photo mats. I just covered this part, left the back blank, and then trimmed around the paper. But this is their wedding date, 8/4/13. So those were the table numbers that I kept, and I didn't cover them so that she'll be able to have those as photo mats, and I tucked them in here. And then this just is 2 little journal tags, like that, tucked in here, and then another tag here. It says forever. And I do think this was just a small paper pack of, it was some type of a French paper pack. So this just folds here. Try to get back in the center for you. And flip it. And this one here, this is a small journal tag here. And some more feathers. And this is a photo mat. These are one of the new, I believe it's Sizzix that does the, oh, they're like a crown die cut that does that real fancy cut and emboss. And this says, the greatest happiness in life is to love and be loved. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. E.E. Cummings. I thought that was really nice. So she can just tuck a photo here. And then cherish, and then a little border, some more flowers and embellishments, and then this just ties like that. And here we have a little photo mat, and you can tuck a photo in here behind, yeah, behind here. There it is. Look at this one. This is where you would tuck the photo, and this just goes back in here. And then this is, again, another journaling spot or a small photo that they just want to kind of keep back in there. And then this opens up, and then down here we just have all the to promise and I do and the vows, marriage, definition. And then this was just a clear belly band that I put here that I did emboss. And then these come out, and they're 2 tags. And what I did for these ones is when you pull on this, she'll have a template to cut her photo to slide down in here. Okay, so that's why that's like that. And she can either discard this after she cuts her photo and puts it in here, or she can keep it in there behind and have the ribbon for the decoration. I gotta get that in there. There we go. Okay, so that's that. And this just kind of twists around and hangs with the beads. And over here, this was a diagonal page that I did with all the tags. These are all tags, photo mats, journaling, always inspire, this is together, and that. And up here I have live, laugh, love. It's a, you can see it because it's shining. It's a acetate. So there's room for her if she wants to go ahead and add photos here. There's room to put those in. And this is together forever, that says. And then this lifts up, magnetized, and little photo and journaling spots in the upper and the lower. And that just stays like that. And then we have our next page, and this is a woven ribbon that I did. Just punched it and wove the ribbon and left it puffed up, and I learned that this summer at the CK convention. Neat little technique. This was, cork was used as a place setting at the, I believe it was at the shower. So I just cut the cork down to lower the profile on it, put a little bling on it, and set a little card in here, just like the place setting is. I kind of really like that. I like the way that turned out. So I hope that she likes it too. And then here we have the dress, and this pulls down, and at the bottom we just have room for a photo. Oops, not in there. There we go. Room for a photo. And then this lifts up on the corner to tuck a photo behind here. Okay, pull this back down, and here are 2 tags that are tucked in right there, and the same thing here, and I've had them out, they're not back in straight. I'll fix those. These again are templates for her to use for the photos. Okay, just like that. And then this opens, and here we have, cut the glare, this is one of the table tags that I just cut. Oh boy, that glare is terrible. I do apologize. I just put the little photo corners there for her to put a photo. That goes back in here. I have a little bit of trim on this. And then here we have two tags that just tuck in like that. There we go. And over in the center is another large belly band that I did fussy cutting on, and I stickled the edge. And I made a stopper down here. This is a ribbon rose I made. This one was made with lace and some paper flowers. And then this just pulls out here. And what this was is, this is the actual invitation. I was given more than one, so on this one I covered the front and the back and put spots here for her to tuck the photos in, and also on the inside I just covered it and made tags and journaling spots, whatever she wants to use them for. Okay? And the invitations, everything was just beautiful. So everything really was. I really enjoyed working with everything. And again, this just tucks right behind there, and that holds it in place. And then the next page we have, I do love the way this turned out. I didn't want to cover up this paper because it had that really pretty embossing on the back. And I didn't want to put something on here that stood out, and covered it up. So I just took all these words that I had, and they're just those acrylic words, and it's everything for love and marriage that marriage stands for, and things that you should do for each other and with each other. And it's celebrate, love, enjoy, hug, understand, be, give, share, kiss, say, trust, touch, believe, and remember. So I hope they like that. It just hit me, and I did it. And you'll have to leave me some feedback and let me know what you think of that. Maybe there's another way that you have seen, or a better way that you would prefer to do this. Let me know, because I love to get feedback and ideas. And these are just slide-ins, and this is bride and groom. And then this opens up. And she always wanted a New York wedding, and I cut this, I think it was out of, it was one of the die cuts with a view. I think it might have been Mademoiselle stack. And I cut that out and put that on there, because the wedding was in New York, so she got her dream with having a New York wedding. And here we go here with some tags. And again here, these are just tags. And this was part of her menu, and I left that blank so that she could see that I was able to use that. And she has little mementos. And then this opens up, and again, another one of the table tags. And I just used some pearls that were given. And again, the clear embossing, it adds to the paper and the page, but it doesn't really cover up anything. And then this again was some more of that ribbon, and then these were given to me. They were really long, really cute. So I just cut them down to fit. And you cannot see it back here, but I have this new embossing powder. In fact, I have it right here. I'll show it to you. I don't know what color. I think I used this one. It's by Stamp Pendus. It's called Frantage. Can you see that? Aged Rose. I believe this is the one I used. And this was a metal embellishment. Let me see if I could zoom in. And it was actually green. I don't know if it's going to focus. Let's give it a second and see if it'll get clear. Nope. I'm sorry. I tried the focus and autofocus and it didn't work. But back behind here was a metal ribbon band, and it was green, and I didn't want it to be green, so I Versamarked it and put that powder on it, like 2 or 3 layers, and it just turned out so pretty. And it's a shame that you really can't see it, but it does look much better than obviously the green would have. So, excuse me, more feathers. And then on this, to help the edges to keep from fraying, I put the glitter, and I put it on with, I think it was Crystal Accents, and then I just dipped them in the glitter, and then that way they'll hold. Just gave a little bit of an embellishment to it, and then also gave it a little bit of design. And then back here is one big photo mat with a rehearsal brunch card. That's her menu for that. And then this photo tag, again, one of the, to celebrate, one of the table tags. And I have on here, this tucks in here, I have it glued. And this was just a double belly band. And that says Flower Girl. And again, the photo tucks in between this acetate and the paper. And that goes right there, behind the feather and behind the first belly band. And there we go. Okay, so we close that up, and the next page is actually the last page. Again, you can see these little, I just thought they were so cute. And she had given me a straw to use, so I just used that as like a little vase stem holder and put a little end bead on it and some ribbon. And then here we have another accommodations tag, which you can see that way. And that's just a pocket that I slit and blinged up to the edge as I did this too. And then you open that up, and there are just a couple tags, photo mats here, and also on this side, this goes this way, a photo mat back here, just plain. Big though, so that they're large enough that you'll be able to put a nice sized photo on there, and still room in the band to be able to tuck more. And then in the center we have another tag from the table, and then I just fussy cutted this, and I added flat, just sparkled it up a little bit because there wasn't any room to be able to put in the buttons like I did on the first one. And then this was the match cover, my match, and there's a little journaling spot that I just have folded over and tucked right here. And then in the top is another table to use for a tag, and this is just another big belly band that I closed it at the bottom, so she has a pocket. So that goes like that. And then at the back page, this I have a gusseted pocket here. I just used the tie back so it's sturdy, and she'll have lots of room to put there. And this is the actual invitation here. So you can see she'll be able to use that to tuck in, covering up so that hopefully you won't see the name. And this is another photo mat with the glittery paper on the back, and that'll fit there. And then this was a card for the cookies, a bag for the cookies, and then I put one of everything that I had left, and I'm sure she'll have more if I missed any, but this is the, just all these extra little cards that go with the wedding. Any of the little cards that I had, I just put in this bag, and then she can also go ahead and add to that, and then that just tucks back here. And that's it. And you can see more of this bling here, I guess, a little bit better. So I hope you like it. Leave me some feedback if you can. And that's my project I've been working on in between doing some other things that I have going on in life, as always, and as everybody else has. I'm going to try to put this right back together. I have a couple different hooks here for her to use, so that once she starts adding photos, she'll be able to expand it a little bit. It won't it won't alligator on her, so she'll be able to expand the beads. So there's that side spine and the front again. And thanks for watching, and I sure hope I'm able to get some more videos out for you guys. If not, though, stick around. I'm here. I know you are too. I watch tons of everybody's videos. So thanks so much for stopping by. Have a very Merry Christmas. See ya.